Good morning, everyone. Kate Bora here. Fiona will be joining me in a moment. Joining you for this week's Facebook Live. This month, we're talking about executive presence. So, this concept of core confidence and executive presence. And, what's similar, what's different. And we've been working through, a series of 3 key questions. The first, which is, let me just add Fee. Here she comes.
Morning, Kate.
Good morning. I was just saying, we've been working through 3 key questions when it comes to executive presence. The first being preparation, the first being purpose. So, getting really clear around why you're in a room. The second, preparation. And today we're going to talk about presence.
Yes, yeah. All of these things have a place. And I think, the more that we get clear on what it is I need to do and chunking it down into those kind of manageable pieces, that means, I know what I need to do. If I'm clear on why I'm there, if I've done my preparation, then it's just, how do I stay in the moment? How do I actually engage in a way that's really true to me? So we're bringing through our authenticity, we're bringing through what we have to contribute, and we don't get hijacked or kind of triggered by things that don't go as we might have hoped, or things go off script, or we have to grapple with something we weren't expecting. And often, and this is maybe true for me, when I've done a lot of preparation for something and then something unexpected happens, I'm a bit wobbly for a moment because I haven't sort of gone, oh, well, yeah, okay, anything can happen and things change all the time. So I think this, the third P, this presence piece, is really, really powerful, because if I can get in touch with that, if I can stay connected to myself and grounded and have that sense of presence, no matter what else is going on around and what comes at me, I won't be thrown off course. And I think that's really helpful.
Yeah, absolutely. This piece of, even just having a plan of how to approach something. Purpose, preparation, and presence, just having that provides certainty. And I think whereas most of us there'll be a situation that might be coming up, perhaps a meeting we're attending, where we're feeling a little bit kind of uncomfortable about it. And we just kind of stay with that feeling. We don't actually do anything. Like, we might kind of go and do a whole bunch of study around content. So that's the preparation piece. But just actually being able to take yourself through a 3-step process to actually get ready is really powerful as well. So I think the first thing, as I said, like if you're attending a meeting, or be really clear about what you're there. So in my past world of finance, being clear around that you're going into that meeting to make sure that everyone's really clear about what the financial ramifications of a decision might be. And then, doing the prep, so you've got some good questions to ask and obviously got the information. To your point a moment ago, then, being able to absolutely show up. And this really talks to the chapter in the book, Be Focused and Present. So being able to show up and trust that you've done that preparation, trust that you've got what you need, and be able to stay really, and it's no coincidence that present and presence are connected in terms of language.
Yeah. I mean, it's such a beautiful segue into how executive presence and core confidence are intertwined, really. Because if in that moment, once you've done that, you've got your purpose, you've got your preparation, if you can stay connected with your 100% unshakable, unbreakable confidence, it doesn't matter what emerges in that meeting. You're going to know, I've got this. And you're going to be okay with, I might not be able to answer that question right now. I might have a different opinion to someone else. It doesn't really matter, because you're there to make a contribution. You've got something to that's of value to the group. And even if you don't know everything right in that moment, guess what? You can go away and find out. That's okay too.
Yeah. And so things like, I know personally at mindfulness, or meditation is a really good way for me to stay grounded and stay out of any kind of nerves that can sometimes start to kind of take flight when you get closer to something that you're feeling a little bit anxious or nervous about. So for me, mindfulness, I also am really clear about activating the body. So, you know, if I'm not going to sit at the office and kind of cram and keep the body really locked in and allow those nerves to start to kind of take flight, I'll get up and I'll walk around. I'll go maybe for a walk around the block. I'll keep the body really active, so I can actually keep that kind of, you know, that nervous feeling that manifests in the tummy, you know, so I can keep that at bay. The physiology is key when it comes to really being able to manage the nerves, and this concept of presence and this concept of being able to show up. And the language we always use is stay really grounded, stay really in our body, and be able to just be in the room, be present, and really, you know, what we do then is keep the brain open. So our executive brain, we've got access to that when we do get asked maybe that tricky question.
Yes, yeah. I mean, as you say, there's lots about this in chapter 8. You know, we're really, we think this is so powerful and important. You know, just even your breath. If in that moment you feel a bit wobbly or whatever, just pausing and taking that deep, you know, breath right down into your belly and just slowing down, that can be all that's needed to just give you the presence in order to respond in whatever way you need.
And it's an important one, you know, how we show up. Others feel that. Even if it's not conscious, others feel our energy, others feel our presence. You know, when we talk about executive presence in workshops, everyone can talk about someone who has presence. So we feel it probably more before we can actually describe it. So the more that you start to invest, in my experience, this is about finding out what's going to work for you, what your key strategies are. Some things will work for you, others won't. So start to, you know, play with this a little, particularly in low stakes environments. Obviously you do want to leverage them in the high stake ones, but start to play with this a little bit, because what we want you to start to do is actually, the more that you can build presence, the less that you need to over rely on preparation. And so what we tend to see is that people spend too much time in the preparation phase to give them that level of confidence. And the opportunity cost of that is so big. And so the more that you can actually build this presence, intimately connected with that 100% unshakable, unbreakable confidence, the more that you can actually apply appropriate energy and effort to the preparation phase.
Yeah, really nice distinction between those two. And yeah, I mean, just so much good stuff in this one. And I just also wanted to welcome, we've got a whole lot of new followers in the last couple of weeks. So welcome in and ask questions. And it's really nice to see some new faces popping up on our Facebook Lives.
Absolutely. Yeah, absolutely. So don't forget, guys, you can download a free chapter of the book, www.coreconfidence.com.au. We have also finally on the website got the audio book and the ebook available as well. So, of course, you can still buy the hard copy. If you are international, you can now get that on Amazon as well. So Core Confidence is in various forms. So please check the website and get yourself a copy.
Fabulous, Kate. I'll see you later today.
We certainly will. Thanks, guys.
Bye.